Hello, my beautiful mamas and daddies and family. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my TikTok. Welcome, guys. I just want to, today I'm going to tell you about my birth story. I have four children. I got married 2015 to my handsome husband, and I always know that I wanted a lot of kids, but guys, I know I used to work with kids. Kids are a lot of work, but I still love kids. I decided to have kids after we got married. We have our first son. I always wanted a water birth. Always wanted like a home birth because my grandpa was a midwife, traditional midwife. When I was growing up, because I'm from Haiti, my grandpa was a traditional midwife. I see how he delivered babies, and I was so excited when I was a kid. When I got older, I was like, that's what I want. And then, life is not what you think it, but life is not what you think it's gonna be, but you have to fight for it, okay, guys? You have to fight for what you want, what you need. Let's make the story short. It's gonna be a long story. Yeah, it's gonna be like part 1, part 2, part 3. Part 1, after I had my son, I moved to another state from the state I used to live. I moved with my husband to the different state, and I don't know anything about the doctor one here. And then I had to ask for questions. And with my son, I was always sick when I was pregnant with him. And I decided to choose somewhere closer to home, closer to work, because of my OBGYN. And then there wasn't a good choice because they had a lot of doctors. They had a bunch of doctors, and I didn't have one set of doctor. I wanted one doctor to see me every time I go, but like they have a lot of different doctors, and then now therefore that I had to be one of the numbers. They didn't really listen to me. The baby was breech, and I didn't feel good in my pregnancy. I talked to them, they didn't care. After I had the baby, I went to the hospital. The baby was breech. I was at 6 a.m. I went to hospital at 12 a.m. I had the baby. They checked me at 6 a.m. They said I was ready. I was like 10 centimeter dilated. I was ready to push. And then the doctor came, and then when the doctor checked, he found out that I'm breech. And then he was telling me I needed a C-section. I said, no. Why do I need a C-section? Well, I've been here since 12 a.m. You didn't even check me. Why you didn't use the same thing you're using right now to check the baby? They would already know I was breech. Okay. And then I ended up having a C-section. After my son was 15 months, I was pregnant with my second daughter, and then I went to a different doctor. I chose a different doctor. And this doctor was very good. A lot of people talk about him. So good. He's an African doctor. He was telling me he didn't do the C-section. And I should have waited until the baby was 15 months before I was pregnant again. It's not safe to have a VBAC. And then I was so stressed out, guys. I was stressed out. I said, no. I can't push. I just said it was a C-section, emergency. He's like, no. And then I had to obey. I didn't like that at all. But to make the story short, guys, I ended up having 2 C-sections too. And then after I waited, after my daughter, like she was 3, I have my third daughter. And then after I had to change I went back to the African guy because it was so good. And then I heard he stopped practicing being OBGYN for women. He stopped. He wasn't working anymore, and I had to look for another place. And I prayed. And I had a friend of mine. She told me, "Oh, I know you can go to this place." I went. It was like far away from where I live, but it was worth it. Like it was a different hospital. I had the baby naturally, but VBAC. But it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. Okay, you know what you want, because when I went there, they were treating me like I was a number. They were not listening to me. They were I did have a VBAC, but it wasn't the same like what I want. I want to have a private birth. I want to do whatever I want. I want to eat. I want to dance. I want to enjoy my birth, guys. I want to enjoy my birth. That's what you should be looking for. And my birth story, I would have birth plan. Didn't care about it. When I get there, I was in pain with my third daughter. For my VBAC, she was like 36 weeks. She came early. Like, when I get to the hospital, they were nasty to me. The nurse was nasty to me. They all were nasty. They didn't want to listen to what I want. I asked them to. I told them I want a birth bar. I want to walk. I want to drink something. I want to eat something. They say no. And then every time I tell them something, they kept saying no to me. Why you saying no to me? I'm a patient. Why you saying no to me? And this is my body. I want to walk. I want to move. And now I end up taking the epidural in my back. I didn't want that, but it was so much pain, guys. It was so much pain. You know the pain. You know it. And therefore, with my long short story, I had the baby. It was traumatized. It was a traumatized VBAC because I was the baby. I was like I tear for a 3. I tear. I was like I take the medicine and then I stop having construction, and then after that, my body was just like. My body was just not doing the same thing it was doing. I had no pain. I didn't feel nothing. Okay, after I had the baby, I was in a lot of pain, guys. I was in a lot of pain. And then there was still nasty in the hospital. Okay, when I got home, I said, you know what? Never again. If I have another baby, never again would I go to a hospital. But I never know if it was okay to have a baby at home. Oh, I didn't know that. And then when I look, I did my research. Guys. I did my research. And I found out that, yeah, it's okay. I can have a baby at the house. I can have my baby, I can have a free birth. But the problem was my husband wasn't agree. My family wasn't agree with this situation. Nope, they didn't agree. But when I make the decision, I stand up on it and I did my research. And therefore, guys, my fourth baby, I had a natural, successful home birth. This is part 1. I will tell you more about it. Guys. If you're excited like I am to tell you about my birth, if you're excited like I am, guys, please subscribe. That's the reason. Now I'm a doula. I will tell you more, guys. I'm here, guys, to encourage you, to tell you you can do it. You can do it too. If I can do it, y'all can do it. You can do it. Subscribe, like, comment, leave me a comment. Yes, I'm here for you guys. Yes, mama, I'm here for you. I'm gonna tell you about my birth stories, and I'm gonna keep encouraging women. Yes, we can. We're gonna have to stop all that nonsense the nurses are doing to women, the doctors are doing. I'm not here to put doctors down. Excuse me, I know some people are coming for me. I'm not here to put nurses down. Some nurses are nice, but the ones that I have, some of them other people had nasty nurse. No, they're not okay to do that. Therefore, we need to know what we want. We need to know what we want and stand up for ourselves, guys. Stand up for yourself, okay? Therefore, guys, I love you guys. I love you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. May God bless you. May God protect you guys. May God keep you all. I pray so y'all can have a safe birth. If you're pregnant, just before y'all do anything, write a birth plan and know what you want. Okay? Subscribe. See ya.